CEOs at major U.S. companies had a pretty great year in 2024. On average, their pay went up by almost 10%, according to an annual survey by the Associated Press and Equilar. The typical CEO at an S&P 500 company made around $17 million, while the average worker took home about $85,000, an increase of just under 2%. A big reason for the CEO pay bump? The stock market had a stellar year, with the S&P 500 jumping more than 23% and corporate profits climbing over 9%. Since many executive pay packages are tied to stock performance, the good market meant bigger payouts. Who made the most? Rick Smith, CEO of Axon, maker of taser stun guns and body cams, topped the list with a whopping $164 million pay package. Most of that was in stock he can only cash in if the company hits big goals by 2030. Other big earners included Larry Culp at GE Aerospace, $87 million Tim Cook at Apple, $75 million David Gitlin at Carrier Global, $66 million Ted Sarandos at Netflix, $62 million in most cases. Stock awards made up the bulk of the compensation. What about workers? While CEO pay soared, the average employee's raise barely kept up with inflation. At many companies, the pay gap remains massive. At cruise giant Carnival, the CEO made nearly 1,300 times what the average worker earned. McDonald's also had a pay ratio close to 1,000 to 1. Across the private sector, wages and benefits rose about 3.6% in total last year, bringing the average worker's total compensation to around $92,000 when benefits are included. Women at the top, a record number of female CEOs, 27, made the list this year. Their median pay hit $20 million, slightly more than their male counterparts. Judith Marks of Otis Worldwide was the top-paid woman CEO, earning about $42 million, most of it in stock. Others near the top included Jane Fraser at Citigroup, $31 million Lisa Su at AMD, $31 million Mary Barra at GM, almost $30 million Laura Alber at Williams-Sonoma, about $28 million still. Experts say real progress on gender and racial equity remains slow, especially as companies scale back DEI efforts. Safety costs on the rise. More companies are also spending big on executive security. Median security costs rose to over $94,000 last year, possibly in response to high-profile threats like the shooting of United Healthcare's CEO in December. Should any CEO really earn over $100 million while their workers barely get raises? Is tying CEO pay to stock performance actually fair, or just another loophole to get richer?